Hello friends, welcome to Ielts Information. This video contains important information to help you prepare for your Ielts test. As you can see in the first slide, the common information about Ielts is provided to you. The level of the test. Ielts is designed to assess English language skills across a wide range of levels. There is no such thing as pass or fail in Ielts. Results are reported as a band score on a scale from 1 the lowest to 9 the highest. The test format. There are two modules to choose from, academic and general training. Ielts Academic. The Ielts Academic is for test takers wishing to study at undergraduate or postgraduate levels and for those seeking professional registration. Ielts General Training is for the test taker wishing to migrate to an English-speaking country like Australia, Canada, New Zealand, and UK, and for those wishing to train or study at below degree level. You're tested on 4 language skills: listening, reading, writing, and speaking. The listening, reading, and writing test must be completed on the same day. There are no breaks between these 3 tests. The speaking test may be taken up to 7 days before or after the other 3 tests. We have the listening and the speaking to be same for both the modules. The reading and the writing are different for academic and general training. Listening. Timing approximately 30 minutes plus 10 minutes transfer answer. Questions. There are 40 questions. A variety of question types are used, chosen from the following: multiple choice, matching, plan, map, diagram labeling, and so on. Test part. There are 4 sections. Section 1 is a conversation between 2 people set in an everyday social context. Example, a conversation in an accommodation agency. Section 2 is a monologue set in an everyday social context. Example, a speech about local facilities or a talk about the arrangement for meals during a conference. Section 3 is a conversation between or up to 4 people, set in academic or educational training context. Example, a university tutor and a student discussing an assignment or a group of students planning a research project. Section 4 is a monologue on an academic subject. Example, university lecture. Each section is heard only once. A variety of voices and native speaker accents are used. Skills assessed. A wide range of listening skills are being assessed, including understanding of main ideas, understanding of specific factual information, recognizing opinions, attitudes, and purpose of a speaker, following development of an argument. Marking. Each correct answer receives 1 mark. Scores out of 10 are converted to Ielts 9-band score. Scores are reported in whole and half bands. Reading. Timing 60 minutes and no extra transfer time. Questions. There are 40 questions. A variety of question types are used, chosen from the following: multiple choice, identifying information, true, false, not given, and so on. Test part. There are 3 sections. The total text length is from 2150 to 2750 words. Academic reading. Each section contains 1 long text. The texts are authentic and are taken from books, journals, magazines, and newspaper. They have been written for a non-specialist audience and on academic topics of general interest. The texts are appropriate to and accessible to the test taker entering undergraduate or postgraduate course or seeking professional registration. Texts range from descriptive and factual to discursive and analytical. The text may contain non-verbal material such as diagram, graph, or illustration. If text contains technical terms, then a simple glossary is provided. General training reading. Section 1 contains 2 or 3 short factual texts, one of which may be composite, consisting of 6 to 8 short texts related by topic. Example, hotel advertisement. The topics are relevant to everyday life in an English-speaking country. Section 2 contains 2 short factual texts focusing on the work-related issues. Example, applying for jobs, company policies, pay and conditions, workplace facilities, staff development, and training. Section 3 contains 1 longer, more complex text on a topic of general interest. The texts are authentic and are taken from notices, advertisement, company handbooks, official documents, books, magazine, and newspaper. Skills assessed. A wide range of reading skills are assessed, including reading for gist, reading for main ideas, reading for details, understanding, inference, and implied meaning. Recognizing writer's opinion, attitudes, and purpose, following the development of an argument. Marking. Each correct answer receives 1 mark. Scores out of 40 are being converted to Ielts 9-band scale. The scores are reported in a whole and half bands. Writing. Timing 60 minutes. Tasks. There are 2 tasks. You're required to write at least 150 words for task 1 and at least 250 words for task 2. Test part. There are 2 parts. Academic writing. In task 1, you are presented with a graph, a table, chart, or diagram and are asked to describe, summarize, or explain the information in your own words. You may be asked to describe and explain data, describe the stages of a process, how something works, or describe an object or event. In task 2, you are asked to write an essay in response to a point of view, argument, or opinion. The issues raised are of general interest to, suitable for, and easily understood by test taker entering undergraduate or postgraduate studies or seeking professional registration. Responses to tasks 1 and tasks 2 should be written in academic, semi-formal, or neutral style. General training writing. In task 1, you are presented with a situation or asked to write a letter requesting information or explaining the situation. The letter may be personal or semi-formal or neutral style. In task 2, you are asked to write an essay in response to a point of view, argument, or problem. The essay can be slightly more personal in style than the academic writing in task 2 essay. The topics are of general interest. Skill assessed. In both tasks, you are assessed by your ability to write a response which is appropriate in terms of content, the organization of ideas, the accuracy, and the range of vocabulary and grammar. Academic writing. In task 1, depending on the task type, you are assessed on your ability to organize, present, and possibly compare data, to describe the stages of a process or procedure, to describe an object or event or sequence of event, to explain how something works. In task 2, depending on the task type, you are assessed on the ability to present a solution to a problem, to present and justify an opinion, to compare and contrast evidence, opinions, and implications, to evaluate and challenge ideas, evidence, or an argument. General training writing. In task 1, depending on the task type, you are assessed on your ability to engage in personal correspondence in order to elicit and provide general factual information, express need, wants, likes and dislikes, express opinions, views, complain, etc. In Task 2, you assist on ability to provide general factual information, to outline a problem and present a solution, to present and possibly justify an opinion, to evaluate and challenge ideas, evidence, or an argument. Marking. You assist on a performance on each task by certified Ielts examiner according to Ielts writing test, assessment criteria, task achievement or response, coherence and cohesion, lexical resource, grammatical range and accuracy. The tasks 2 contribute twice as much as tasks 1 to writing score. Scores are reported in whole and half bands. Speaking. Timing 11 to 14 minutes. Test part. There are 3 parts. Part 1. Introduction and interview 4 to 5 minutes. The examiner introduces him or herself and asks you to introduce yourself and confirm your identity. The examiner asks you general questions on familiar topics, example home, family, work, studies and interest. Part 2. Individual long turn 3 to 4 minutes. The examiner gives you a task card which asks you to talk about a particular topic, which include points you can cover in your talk. You are given 1 minute to prepare your talk and are given a pencil and a paper to make notes. You talk for 1 to 2 minutes on the topic. The examiner may then ask you 1 to 2 questions on the same topic. Part 3. Two-way discussion 4 to 5 minutes. The examiner asks further questions which are connected to the topic of Part 2. These questions give you an opportunity to discuss more abstract issues and ideas. Skill assessed. A wide range of speaking skills are assessed, including the ability to communicate opinion and information on everyday topics and common experiences and situations by answering a range of questions, the ability to speak at length on a given topic, use appropriate language, and organizing ideas coherently, the ability to express and justify opinion and to analyze, discuss, and speculate about issues. Marking. You assist on your performance throughout the test by certified Ielts examiner according to the Ielts speaking test. Assessment criteria: fluency and coherence, lexical resource, grammatical range and accuracy, pronunciation. Let's move on to important test tips which can help you to perform better. Thank you so much for watching the video until the end, and I'm sure by now you have all the components required to get ready for examination. Because I believe before you conduct or go for any exam or test, it's important to know the format of the examination, and in this our whole video we have discussed what is Ielts examination, how it's conducted, and what are the test format for it, and the tips for the examination, and also the different timings and duration and the question types you ask. And knowing all of this thing in a brief and having a strong grasp of it will give you a superpower compared to any other students giving the exam. So knowing this in mind, our next phase for us is to get the right resource to practice for the examination. So in my second video, I'm going to discuss all the important links free of cost, which is going to help you to give you the first step towards the goal. Thank you and have a wonderful time.